Welcome to today's video. In this episode, we're diving into the fascinating world of British coinage as we explore the 6 most valuable and ultra-rare 20-pence coins from the United Kingdom. Their history, rarity, and collector demand make them some of the most sought-after treasures in modern numismatics. So stay tuned as we uncover their historical significance, unique features, and just how much these tiny pieces of change can be worth today. First up, we're exploring the most valuable and ultra-rare, the 1984 United Kingdom 20-pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is regarded as one of the most fascinating and elusive modern decimal issues, making it a prized treasure among serious numismatists. Though at first glance it might appear like a regular circulation coin, its status as an ultra-rare variety has elevated it into the realm of high-value collectibles. Collectors are drawn to it not just for its scarcity, but also for the role it plays in the evolution of Britain's decimal currency system. As a coin seldom seen in collections or markets, it continues to generate excitement, with demand consistently outpacing availability. The historical context of the 1984 20-pence is particularly significant. The denomination was first introduced in 1982 to fill a practical gap between the 10-pence and 50-pence coins, helping the public adjust to the decimal system adopted in 1971. The coin was minted at the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, Wales, during a period when Elizabeth II's portrait by Arnold Machen dominated British currency. While most years of the 20-pence saw substantial mintages, 1984 stands out as an anomaly because so few were struck and released into circulation. The reasons for the low output remain somewhat unclear, with numismatists suggesting that reduced demand from banks and retailers limited its mintage. Design-wise, the 1984 20-pence carries the elegance typical of the early decimal series. On the obverse, Arnold Machen's effigy of Queen Elizabeth II portrays her wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a familiar and much-loved portrait used on UK coins from 1968 until 1984. The reverse, designed by William Gardner, features a Tudor rose, a powerful emblem of English heritage, encircled by the inscription 20 pence and the date below. Struck in a 7-sided heptagonal shape, the coin measures 21.4 millimeters in diameter, weighs 5 grams, and was minted in cupro-nickel, ensuring durability for circulation. Its distinctive shape allowed it to be easily distinguishable by touch, a thoughtful design choice for everyday use. The rarity of the 1984 issue lies at the heart of its allure. Mintage figures for this year are strikingly low compared to other early issues, and many coins were thought to have been melted down or withdrawn. As a result, surviving examples are incredibly difficult to locate, especially in higher grades. Condition plays a crucial role, with lightly circulated coins already commanding significant premiums, while uncirculated or proof-like examples are virtually unheard of on the open market. Even coins showing signs of circulation can attract strong bidding, given the overall scarcity. Market value for the 1984 20-pence has seen steady appreciation over the years. In circulated condition, examples can range between £1,000 and £3,000, depending on eye appeal and wear. Coins that approach uncirculated quality can achieve far higher prices, sometimes exceeding £5,000 when sold through auctions or specialist dealers. The combination of low mintage and high demand has ensured that this coin consistently retains strong value, and as collectors continue to pursue complete decimal sets, the 1984 issue grows ever more desirable. Auction records show continued upward trends, reinforcing its status as a strong investment piece. For collectors, acquiring the 1984 20-pence requires diligence and careful examination. Certification from a reputable grading service such as NGC or PCGS can provide confidence in authenticity and condition, particularly as values climb. Collectors should inspect details on both obverse and reverse to ensure authenticity, as forgeries may attempt to imitate its rarity. Safe storage is also key, with protective capsules or holders recommended to preserve quality, especially if the coin is in higher grade. Networking through numismatic communities, attending auctions, and dealing with trusted sellers increases the chances of securing a genuine example. All in all, the 1984 20-pence Elizabeth II is more than just a piece of currency. It is a numismatic rarity that represents the interplay between history, design, and scarcity. Its low mintage, combined with enduring demand, has cemented its position as one of the most valuable coins of the decimal era. Whether admired for its artistic Tudor rose design, sought after as a missing piece in a complete collection, or held as a tangible asset with long-term growth potential, it stands as a shining example of modern British coinage. For both seasoned collectors and those new to numismatics, it remains an iconic treasure that embodies the enduring appeal of rare coins.
And secondly, we're going to explore the most rare and valuable. The 1987 United Kingdom 20-pence piece holds a paradoxical position within British numismatics, being both a coin of immense rarity and one that is often overlooked by the general public. Its significance stems not from a commemorative purpose or a dramatic design change, but from an extraordinary production anomaly that has rendered it one of the scarcest regular-issue coins of the modern Elizabeth II era. For serious collectors of British decimal coinage, the 1987 20p represents a pinnacle, a key date that is essential for a complete series collection. Its appeal lies in the compelling story of its scarcity, a tale of administrative decision-making that inadvertently created a numismatic legend, driving consistent and strong demand in the collector market, where high-grade specimens command astonishing prices. The historical context of the 1987 20-pence is intrinsically linked to the coin's introduction just a few years earlier in 1982. The new, smaller, equilateral curved heptagon coin was minted in substantial quantities initially to replace the large 20-pence notes. By the mid-1980s, the Royal Mint had a vast surplus of these coins in storage. Consequently, a decision was made to drastically reduce or entirely suspend the production of new 20p coins for circulation in 1987. While some proof versions were struck for official annual sets, the number of coins intended for general circulation was exceptionally low. This was not a commemorative issue, but a simple matter of supply and demand. The demand from the banks for new coins was negligible, so the mint simply did not produce them in any significant quantity, creating a remarkable scarcity entirely by accident. The unique features of the 1987 20-pence are, ironically, its utter normality in terms of design, which makes its identification both straightforward and crucial. The obverse features the renowned portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, depicting the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The reverse continues the standard design for this denomination, created by William Gardner, which is a crowned Tudor rose, a symbol of England, with the numeral 20 and the words 20 pence inscribed around it. The coin is struck in cupronickel, measuring 21.4 millimeters in diameter and weighing 5.0 grams. What makes a high-grade example special is the sharpness of the rose's details and the complete lack of wear on the Queen's portrait, as the coin's value is entirely dependent on its state of preservation, with the most sought-after examples showing pristine, original mint luster. The rarity of the 1987 20-pence is absolute. While official mintage figures for circulation-quality coins are notoriously difficult to pin down for this specific year, numismatic consensus places the number in the low tens of thousands, a minuscule figure compared to the hundreds of millions minted in other years. It is crucial to distinguish these circulation strikes from the proof coins issued in sets, which, while also limited, are more readily available to collectors. The regular 1987 20p was simply not released into circulation in any meaningful way, and most examples that survive were likely saved by bank tellers or attentive individuals rather than being found in change. Therefore, the condition is paramount. A worn, circulated example is still a significant find, but the true numismatic prizes are those graded by services like PCGS or NGC as mint state 65 or higher, where the population is exceedingly small. The market value for a high-grade 1987 20 pence reflects its extreme rarity and status as a series key. A circulated, well-worn example might be acquired for a few £100s, as even in poor condition, its scarcity guarantees a premium. However, for specimens graded MS65, prices routinely range from £2,000 to £4,000. In the highest certified grades, such as MS66 or above, the coin becomes a trophy asset, with auction results known to surpass £8,000 to £10,000 and potentially even higher for the finest known examples. The value is driven almost exclusively by its necessity for a complete date run of the 20p series and its legendary status among decimal collectors. Unlike coins whose value is tied to precious metal content, the 1987 20p is purely numismatic, making it a true collector's item whose appreciation has been steady and strong. For collectors aspiring to own this numismatic gem, diligence and patience are essential. The first step is proper identification. One must be certain the coin is from 1987 and is a business strike, not a proof. Acquiring a coin certified by a major grading service, such as PCGS or NGC, is highly recommended, as this authenticates the date, confirms the condition, and encapsulates the coin to preserve its state. This is not a coin to be found in a pocket change hunt. Acquisitions are made almost exclusively through reputable numismatic dealers, major auction houses, or specialized online numismatic marketplaces. When considering a purchase, carefully review the coin's pedigree and auction history if available. Proper storage, even after certification, in a cool, dry environment away from direct sunlight, is advised to maintain the integrity of the holder and the coin within. In summary, the 1987 20 pence Elizabeth II coin is a masterpiece of modern numismatic scarcity. Its value is not derived from gold or silver, but from a perfect storm of historical circumstance and minimal production, resulting in an object of desire that is fundamental to any comprehensive collection of modern British coinage. It embodies the thrill of the chase for collectors, representing a tangible piece of monetary history that is both ordinary in appearance and extraordinary in its background. As the cornerstone of the decimal 20p series, its appeal to both seasoned numismatics and new collectors learning about the hobby's depths is undeniable. The 1987 20p stands as a powerful testament to the fact that within the seemingly mundane world of circulating currency, there can exist rarities of immense historical significance and lasting financial value.
And thirdly, we're exploring the 1990 United Kingdom 20 pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II holds a distinctive place in modern British numismatics. Although the denomination itself was introduced in 1982, the 1990 dated example is of particular importance because it marks a transitional period in the monarchy's coinage portraiture. This year's issue carries the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Makhlouf, which had been in use since 1985. Collectors are drawn to this coin, not only for its role in showcasing the continuity of British coinage, but also because it represents one of the more elusive circulation pieces from the early years of the denomination. Its scarcity and pristine condition, combined with its age, has elevated its profile in the collector market. When viewed in its historical setting, the 1990 20 pence coin stands as a product of late 20th century British minting practices. It was struck at the Royal Mint in South Wales during a time of significant transition in British currency, leading up to the more extensive coinage redesigns of the 1990s.
The coin does not commemorate a single event, but its presence reflects a stable period in British economic history, where small denomination coinage played a vital role in everyday commerce. It bridges the early adoption years of the 20-pence denomination with later, more abundant issues. Collectors today view it as an important link in the historical chain of the denomination's development. The coin's design itself carries notable features that contribute to its appeal. The obverse bears Raphael Makhlouf's detailed effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, identifiable by the laurel wreath in her hair and the refined level of detail typical of his style. On the reverse, the design by William Gardner shows the crowned Tudor rose, a centuries-old symbol of unity and heritage in England, framed elegantly within the seven-sided, heptagonal shape unique to this denomination. Struck in cupro-nickel, the coin measures 21.4 millimeters in diameter and weighs 5 grams, proportions that collectors immediately recognize. When preserved in mint state, the sharpness of detail in the rose petals and the crisp edges of the heptagon make these examples visually striking. Rarity is a key factor in understanding why the 1990 20-pence is pursued by collectors. While millions were minted for circulation, few high-quality examples have survived decades of use without significant wear. Additionally, proof issues from the Royal Mint sets are considerably scarcer and highly sought after by specialists who value their mirror-like fields and frosted devices. Occasionally, error strikes, such as misalignments or weak strikes, surface, and these anomalies can command much higher prices at auction due to their unusual nature. Overall, the scarcity lies not in the base mintage, but in the survival of uncirculated and proof-quality examples. Market value for the 1990 20-pence varies significantly depending on condition. Circulated examples typically command only modest premiums, often trading at face value or slightly higher. However, uncirculated pieces graded at MS65 or above by professional services can fetch between £1,000 and £2,000, depending on demand at the time of sale. Proof strikes, especially those housed in original presentation cases, often achieve prices ranging from £3,000 to £4,000. Rare error varieties, when authenticated, can bring several £100s, though these are far less common. Over time, the steady rise in interest in modern British coinage has led to incremental appreciation of coins like this one, particularly as collectors seek to complete full date runs. For collectors interested in acquiring the 1990 20-pence, several strategies are advisable. Identifying examples with minimal bag marks, strong luster, and no signs of cleaning is crucial for long-term value. Certification by third-party grading services like NGC or PCGS can enhance both authenticity and resale potential. Collectors should be cautious of coins offered as rare without proof of condition, as many are still readily available in circulated grades. Storage in acid-free holders or capsules is recommended to preserve the coin's surfaces and prevent tarnish. Reputable dealers, major numismatic auctions, and trusted online marketplaces are the most reliable avenues for securing authentic examples. The enduring appeal of the 1990 20-pence coin lies not just in its metal composition or basic function as currency, but in the narrative it carries about continuity, design evolution, and numismatic culture. It occupies a space where history meets collectability, giving both casual enthusiasts and seasoned collectors a reason to appreciate its place in the series. Its heptagonal design, regal symbolism, and quality portraiture ensure that it will remain a desirable acquisition for those building complete 20-pence collections or those seeking coins that embody the subtle milestones of modern British coinage. Beyond its numismatic qualities, the 1990 20-pence also reflects a broader trend in coin collecting, where modern circulation issues are gaining recognition alongside traditional rarities. As more collectors turn their focus to decimal-era coinage, coins like this become essential benchmarks for complete sets, particularly when found in top grades or as part of original proof collections. This growing demand ensures that even a seemingly ordinary date like 1990 can achieve a special status in the marketplace, offering both historical depth and tangible investment potential for collectors who recognize its quiet importance in the story of British coinage.
So, in summary, the 1990 Elizabeth II 20 pence is far more than just another date in the series. It is a coin that reflects the Royal Mint's craftsmanship at the time, carries cultural symbolism through its design, and offers genuine value to collectors who seek condition rarity and proof quality examples. Its place in the collector market has been strengthened by growing interest in late 20th century UK coinage, and its potential for appreciation remains steady. For numismatists, the 1990 20 pence coin represents an intersection of history, artistry, and investment, ensuring its continued relevance in the ever-evolving world of British coin collecting. And at the end, we're going to explore the 1995 United Kingdom 20 pence piece stands as a particularly enigmatic and desirable specimen within the realm of modern British numismatics. Its allure for collectors does not stem from a dramatic minting error or an exceptionally low mintage figure in the traditional sense, but rather from a perfect storm of circumstance involving a specific and highly sought-after variety in pristine condition. While millions of these coins entered circulation, the true prize for the discerning collector is an uncirculated example of the English reverse variety, a coin that embodies the transition in the Royal Mint's practices and represents a fleeting moment in the coinage series. The demand for this specific type in top grades far outstrips the available supply, creating a significant premium and cementing its status as a key coin for series collectors aiming for a comprehensive and high-quality set. Historically, the 1995 20 pence issue arrived during a period of subtle but important change for the Royal Mint. This was the final full year of the original, larger portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, which had graced British coinage since 1968. The coin itself was part of the ongoing series featuring the crowned portcullis design by William Gardner on the reverse, a staple since the denomination's introduction in 1982. The key historical nuance for this year lies in the production of the master tools. For the first time since 1982, the reverse dies used for all coins, regardless of whether they were intended for circulation or collector sets, were produced from a single master tool. This shift away from separate tools for business and proof strikes is the root cause of the two distinct varieties found in 1995, making it a fascinating year for die variety specialists. The unique feature that defines the valuable 1995 20 pence is a subtle detail in the reverse design, specifically the treatment of the words 20 pence. On the common variety, often called the Scottish reverse, the letters are more rounded and lack pronounced serifs. The rare and valuable variety, known as the English reverse, features sharper, more squared-off letters with distinct serifs, particularly noticeable on the T and P. This English style is a carryover from the original 1982 design, and its use on the 1995 dies was a brief anomaly. Visually, in high grades, the coin is a standard 20 pence, equilateral curved heptagon made from cupronickel. However, the appeal lies in the sharpness of the strike. On a mint state example, the legend 20 pence and the portcullis details are exceptionally crisp and well-defined, showcasing the superior quality of a coin that never entered circulation. The rarity of the 1995 English reverse 20 pence in uncirculated condition is what drives its premium. While the English reverse coins were struck, they were primarily included in the Royal Mint's uncirculated coin sets, also known as mint sets. These sets were produced in relatively limited quantities compared to the vast number of coins struck for general circulation. The circulation strikes were almost exclusively of the Scottish reverse variety. Consequently, finding a loose 1995 20 pence with the English reverse that has not been touched by commerce is exceptionally challenging. The vast majority of the denomination from that year found in pocket change or even in bankrolls will be the common variety, making the certified high-grade English reverse coin a genuine numismatic rarity. In terms of market value, a standard circulated 1995 20 pence holds no premium, but a certified example of the English reverse variety tells a different story. A specimen graded by a reputable service like NGC or PCGS as MS66 can command prices in the range of £1,500 to £2,500. Higher grades such as MS-67 are exponentially rarer, with auction results pushing values toward £5,000 or more, reflecting the extreme difficulty in finding a coin with no post-production imperfections. The value is almost entirely tied to its status as a condition rarity and a key variety for the date. Unlike coins with famous errors, its price is sustained by dedicated series collectors who require it to complete a high-grade typeset, ensuring a consistent and knowledgeable market. For collectors seeking to acquire this coin, the primary advice is to focus on certified examples. Identifying the English reverse requires a keen eye and comparison with a known example, and purchasing a coin already graded and encapsulated by a major service eliminates the risk of misidentification and provides a guaranteed assessment of condition. It is highly unlikely to be found in circulation today. The best avenues for acquisition are through established numismatic auction houses, reputable dealers specializing in British modern coins, or dedicated online collector forums. When evaluating a potential purchase, one should carefully review the high-resolution images to confirm the variety and appreciate the quality of the strike, looking for full mint luster and a complete absence of bag marks or hairlines. Beyond its technical attributes, the coin's appeal is magnified by its role as a cornerstone for the specialized collector focusing on the Elizabeth II Portcullis series. A complete collection of the 20p denomination from its 1982 introduction requires both major types, the older, larger portrait years, and the subsequent smaller portrait years initiated in 1998. The 1995 English reverse variety, being the final issue of the original portrait with this specific die characteristic, acts as a critical and prestigious endpoint for the first chapter of this series. Acquiring this coin in high grade is therefore not merely about obtaining a single date, but about securing the definitive example that perfectly caps a significant era in modern British coinage, making it a highlight that elevates the entire collection. In conclusion, the 1995 English reverse 20p is a coin whose significance is deeply rooted in the nuances of minting history and the pursuit of perfection by modern collectors. It may not have the immediate dramatic appeal of a missing element, but its story is one of transitional design and exceptional scarcity in top condition. It represents a crucial puzzle piece for anyone building a high-grade collection of the decimal series, serving as a testament to the fact that rarity is not always about how many were made, but about how many survive in a state worthy of preservation. Its steady market value underscores its importance as a modern British numismatic key, offering a compelling blend of historical intrigue and solid investment potential for the informed enthusiast.